You would start us off with a couple of minutes of who you are and what you're running for. We'd appreciate it.
Shall I stand or just remain seated?
Either way, it's up to you.
I am Florence Armstrong, a resident of Edgecombe County. I am a wife, mother, and grandmother. Also, I'm a retired educator. I am very active throughout my community. I'm a member of the St. Paul Baptist Church, and I recently received the Order of the Long Leaf Pine. When I become senator, I will represent 8 counties, one of which will be Northampton. I will be addressing unemployment, the lack of jobs that pay above the minimum wage, job training, lack of health insurance or health benefits for the citizens, quality education geared to the needs of the students, the high impoverished rate. Does that mean 1 minute less?
Yes, ma'am.
Quality, the very high health uninsured and underinsured rate. I have served as an Edgecombe County Board of Education member of the Edgecombe County Board of Commissioners, and I have been a community organizer throughout all of my political career, which started in 6th grade. Please cast your vote for Florence Armstrong. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Michael Ray, and I represent you now presently in the North Carolina General Assembly for the past 8 years. It's an honor and privilege to be here today, and thank you for the association for putting this on. And also, happy Easter to everyone. This is an awesome weekend, and a weekend that everyone should remember. My platform is jobs, education, and health care. I have a voting record. One of the main things that we will be facing in a short session, and I'll continue to fight for, is the uranium mine that we have here that's coming down to our natural water stream, coming down from Northern Virginia through our water area. That's a main concern that we will have to do. One of my main objects also is to continue fighting the I-95 against the toll. And my name is Michael Ray. I would appreciate your support, and I'm asking your support in this upcoming election, May 8th primary. Thank you.
Hello, my name is James Mills. I am a resident of Scotland Neck, proud resident of Scotland Neck, North Carolina. I was elected twice mayor of Scotland Neck, and I've had what I regard as a successful career as a mayor. But before that time, I spent a lot of time in the community. I worked in around in Scotland Neck and Halifax County and all of my adult life. I worked for causes. I worked to make sure that people had their civil rights. And I fought hard for that. But I've also worked to try and make sure that people were able to get an education. And I struggled with this issue of education for quite a long time. And I know that that is part of the infrastructure of a society, education. Education is key. And just like roads or airports or other infrastructure, education is also an infrastructure. That means that we will be able to train people that they may be able to live a good quality life in a society such as ours. This nation decided long ago that education was a major issue. So I would focus on education. I know that people have said that education was their goal, but we see education creeping downhill big time, and we have to do something about that. I thank you very much, and we'll get to talk more. Thank you.
Mr. Sharon?
I'm Jesse Sheeran. I like to stand because I teach full-time in North Carolina Wesleyan College, and I'm used to being on my feet. And I come from Scotland, Neck, North Carolina. I was actually raised for 4 years in Hobgood, then we moved to the city. I left school, left Scotland Neck at 16 to go to a private school in Alabama, where I was able to get a scholarship for music, and I directed choral groups for about 30 years now. My wife is back there with me, Jeannie, and we were married, and we have 3 sons and 9 grandchildren. And so I'm running primarily for my grandchildren because we're leaving them a great burden that I would like to reduce. Between teaching, I taught philosophy. I have a PhD from the University of Virginia. Taught philosophy 9 years in Greenville, Pennsylvania at Thiel College. At the age of 35, with my 3 children and a very supportive wife, I went to law school at Wake Forest University, practiced law, in fact, in Pennsylvania for 4 years and practiced law. I came back to Scotland Neck in 1982. So we've been back home for 30 years, and we love it there. And so this is my 3rd time running for this office. Actually, this is the first time we've actually had a logical district. Actually, all 2 counties, Northampton and Halifax counties. And so the other 2 times I was going up to Warrenton and down to Williamston, and the next time I was going to Spring Hope, but down to Robertsonville. So this makes it very sensible, and maybe people will actually know who their representative is. I did not know that Michael Ray, I'd never heard of Michael Ray, and I called him as soon as I filed, and I said, I'm not running against you. I have a message that I want to share, and I'll share it with you later. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.